Holy schmoligans. I can't believe it. There's like so many scandals going on right now. You know, first you had steroid scandals. Now you got verbal scandals going on in WWE. It all started with AW on Raw. Abraham Washington. This guy made a comment during the Titus O'Neil-Kofi Kingston match. He said Titus O'Neil is unstoppable, like Kobe Bryant at a Colorado hotel, referencing the alleged rape back then. That case was overturned, and anyway, they made like AW was being insensitive, that he was basically saying Titus O'Neil is like Kobe Bryant. I don't see really how this is offensive. It was unfunny, but you know, I could see if you're ultra sensitive. Oh my god, I'm so offended. Like, I don't understand like how people could be offended, or how WWE would think that people would be offended, unless they're ultra sensitive and they just get upset about everything. I mean, these are people who would literally cry if they spilt milk. So that doesn't make any sense at all. But like I said, it's unfunny. You know, I've been saying in my reviews, AW is like a cheap ass Arsenio Hall. It's the poor man's Arsenio Hall. He's trying to channel the charisma. He had the TV show back in ECW trying to act like Arsenio Hall, but you know, like I said, you don't have the charisma, the personality to back it up. So this guy, you know, if they need an excuse to fire him, go ahead. You know, I don't think he deserves to get fired for that. It's that specific little stunt, but I think he does deserve to get fired because he's just a waste of space and oxygen. And then you got Tensai touting about Sakamoto. He had this tout. They removed it from WWE.com or tout or wherever they posted it, but you could still see it on YouTube. So it's almost like, what the point? What's the point? They're trying to cover up something that 1,000 other people on YouTube are gonna repost. So I check it out and I see it. It's basically Tensai sitting in his car. Sakamoto is driving him, and he says, you know, I'm being driven home by my chauffeur here. It's very dangerous to drive with a Japanese person. He says, open your eyes, you know, because Asian people have narrow eyes, I guess. I mean, I laughed a little bit at this because, you know, they're saying this is so offensive and they're going to reprimand Tensai. Asian people are bad drivers. That's funny, actually. You know, people would say, oh, that's racist. And the thing I have to say to you is, give me a fucking break. The whole world is racist. And, you know, these anti-racist people are just a bunch of sticklers. They got fucking rod shoved up their ass, and that's why they're all upset over the time. It's like, people gotta calm the fuck down. It's not that serious. You know, people just don't know how to take a joke, and it's not that serious what Tensai did. Tensai sucks, and if they need an excuse to fire him, I say go ahead. Once again, it's like everybody involved in these scandals. Oh, and there's one more that hasn't been publicized. They said they're not going to reprimand him for this, but Jerry Lawler said during the Tensai Tyson Kidd match, he says when Tensai beats up Sakamoto, he changes his name to Sum Ting Wang, and I didn't even know what that meant, but I looked it up and on the Urban Dictionary online, and it basically means a retarded Asian baby. So I laughed when I read that, and once again, like I said, you know, if you find this offensive, you have a stick up your ass. But you know, if they need an excuse to fire Jerry Lawler, I say go ahead, because I think he's nothing more than a Botox-ridden has-been. I mean, this guy looks like his face is about to explode. It's so puffed up. Like, Jerry Lawler is just, he used to be a good commentator. Back in the day when he was a heel, he used to make some funny jokes, but now he's out there. He's just there. He's wasting time collecting a paycheck for making a couple of, like, obvious statements. I say everybody involved in these scandals should be fucking fired right there on the spot, because they all suck. Man, I think, you know, if they're taking offense to this WWE and they think it's so serious, then fucking fire them. I don't think we'll really be missing out on a lot from any of these guys. I mean, To me, they just bring the product down. You got Lawler with the horrible commentating, Tensai with the horrible matches, AW with his horrible managing, whatever you want to call it. Just no charisma at all, forced charisma. All of them are boring. So go ahead, fire all of them. Seriously, yeah. So this is like supposed to be serious, but it really isn't. Basically, WWE is the one who made this such a big deal. I mean, I think they thought that this was gonna blow up like all out of proportion because they apologized as soon as AW said that on Raw. Then of course TMZ started reporting on it. It just, I don't know, it's almost like WWE wanted to get free publicity because they were like, oh, you know, and that's the thing, like, you never know with WWE. They're so fucking desperate nowadays. They probably could have told AW to say that, but it's not even getting that big. They reported on TMZ. I think it was only on TMZ.com. I don't think it even made it to the main show on Fox, you know, where they broadcast TMZ. So really, in my opinion, I seriously think that this was staged and they were hoping for some type of scandal, you know, because they know that they're desperate. They know that they can't change the PG rating because of the Mattel toy deal and Linda McMahon's senatorial campaign. So, you know, they're trying to do some forced attitude. You know, they didn't get the viewers that they got last week because that was a special episode. So they're down again in the ratings. They're back to what they normally get, their normal 3 million views. So it's just a desperate attempt, and really not that offensive. But like I said, fire all of them. It would make me happy.